truth, every time we step in the booth. The truth, every word living proof. The truth, deep down in Kevy Kev. The truth, y'all know how we do, man. The truth, the truth, the truth. Facts.
Just do it. You know what I mean?
Just do it. Let's get it done.
Do it. You know what I mean? Got the Jordan shirt on. We just
Yes, sir.
doing it.
We here. He fresh to death. And he got the shades on. Let me throw my shades on too. Damn. Truth is True podcast. What's up, y'all? We back at it.
What's
up,
happening, good peoples, man? We here, man. Episode 14.
This boy cool. I gotta look like him. What he say down? He gotta act cool.
Act like you're chilling. Episode 14,
Episode
man.
14.
What's good, bro?
Let's go, man. Look, man, a whole lot going on in the sports world, man.
Indeed. Let me ask you one question, right? When we talking about sports and how it feels, you know what I'm saying, to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the major thing about sports and what it do to you, like as a man, or however, whatever it do to you? Like, what do sports actually do to you or for you, bro?
Damn, I gotta take the shades off. Let me think about that. That's a good question. For one, it make me like happy. Like if I'm having a bad day, or if I'm going through anything, like whether if I watch sports, or whether watching it or playing sports, like playing it for sure, like it take my mind be off of everything. Same thing with watching it. Like if I'm watching my team, or like it don't even gotta be my team, an exciting game, like it just take my mind off of anything else outside of what I'm watching or the sport I'm playing. Like
Absolutely.
So it just put me in the element where I feel good around sports. Like it just it bring out the kid in me, like every time, like it never fails.
That makes sense.
So
that makes sense. The same here for me, on because like I grew up, like it was a thing where nobody had to teach me about the sports, like because nobody was there to teach me. Like Pops didn't teach me. He actually, I watched my first football game with him, but it ain't like he was teaching me like, yo, Don, this is a touchdown. Yo, Don, this is a first down. Yo, Don. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing like that. I just watched it with him. Right. And then after that, I just started watching. And, you know what I mean? And I actually learned John Madden, like, because he used to be on Channel 10 back when I was a young boy. He used to be on Channel 10 during the football games, him and Pat Summerall. Back in the days when right before the Cowboys started getting good. And so
was that like early 90s?
Early 90s, yeah. And that's what I would actually, like, I've been watching football since 88. I've been an Eagles fan since 88. But I started to learn the game in like 91, 92, like in that area. That's when I started learning. I'm like 8 years old. And so from then on, like sports been my shit. And then Charles Barkley, I guess, I don't know, one day somebody turned on Channel 25, which I told you was Prism back in the day. And then boom, basketball in my face. Oh, snap, I like this game. And just from there, just watching it on TV, man, it just grew on me. And then playing the sports, like you said, bro, basketball is the funnest sport in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me, basketball did it for me because it was just fun to play. Football, I was really into it. I didn't know how much I loved it till we actually started playing tackle on 30th and Girard on the damn curb. Like, we out here playing tackle, dog.
Yeah.
That's when I knew, like, yo, I love this shit.
You never played football.
I love this shit.
Concrete football, tackle football.
Bro, this sports, like, this is why, like, it brings us together, like, because it brings everybody together. Sports is a universal connection. I don't give a damn what color you is.
Brotherhood. I know women play it too, so I don't.
That's what I was about to say. What color, what gender, like, sports is a universal connection. And that's why we love it. And this is what this podcast is about. It's about a universal connection.
I compare sports to money. Because it's universal. There's no language to it. It's just a universal thing. It's no language. It's nothing.
Look, it's money. It's like money, currency getting on cards and all this. And now they got sports getting on the computers because of this whole
this pandemic.
Yeah, the pandemic. Everything we got to watch it on the computer and the phones and all this. It's crazy. Everything virtual.
Sport, everything. So.
But yeah, man. So I just had to just throw that out here to the people, man. This episode 14, man. and this whole podcast, man, some universal love in the air. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's how we doing it.
So where we at, bro?
Look, man, we freestyling it today, man. We ain't got no notes. We ain't got no nothing. We just freestyling it.
Yes,
so,
sir.
like,
This is our first live stream, man.
first live John, first freestyle too. By the way, we came in this thing not unprepared because we prepared, but no notes. This is all free. So, first topic we gonna get into, bro. Cause it's like it's buzzing. Actually, you know what? We gonna say the best for last. Eagles. Let's start with the Eagles. Doug Peterson.
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
Hey, man, listen, here's my opinion, right? I think he dug his own hole. When the day he benched Carson was the day he dug his own hole. Here's the reason why I say that. Because Carson Wentz, I don't care how bad he played, he is the $100 million quarterback. The owner paid that money because the owner, first of all, liked him and believed that he was going to be good under your tutelage. And for that to be destroyed, the owner looking at him like, all right, bro, you got all the rope in the world to wrap around your neck. I'm going to let you go.
Yourself. Yep.
And then the last straw was that last game. Because you bench Carson for this young man.
And then you bench
Then
him.
you bench that young man.
I ain't understand that either.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, because I was like, what are you trying to do with, like, why are you trying to see where you, if you know, if we moving along to next season, is in the thought process, if I'm Doug, and the thought process is, all right, Carson not going to be here next year. My starting quarterback is going to be Hurts, and my backup quarterback is going to be Nate Sudfeld. What do you need to see in Nate Sudfeld? Like, to start in one game, by the way, is not going to show you anything really. So, like, that really had me confused, just as it had, I'm sure, everybody else in Philadelphia, including all the players, because most of them said it. Like, that was weird. And I was a Doug Peterson guy, man. Like,
Yeah, I like
Doug, man. I got
like
love
Doug.
for Dougie P.
I like
But
Doug.
This whole year just been like,
And it take me, not to get so far deep into all of that old stuff, but it does actually give us like a thought about what happened in a relationship, right? Where you might think that trust was lost between him and Carson somewhere, because what happened, right? Super Bowl comes, everybody loving it, it's all good. But then the next season, when they bench Carson, remember they claim he got hurt.
oh yeah,
Against
yeah.
after the Cowboys game, right? But he was hurt the whole year.
Right.
So then they benched him for Nick again. I believe, I don't have facts, but I believe that right in there, because this is the same year that they put up the statue.
Yeah.
This was the same year that they put up the joint in the locker room.
In the locker room.
Right?
Yeah.
Remember the year before when we went to the bowl, everybody was getting baptized on the team.
With Carson.
Yeah, it was like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm telling you, bro, in there somewhere is where it got mixed up. And then last year came along and it seemed like it was going to happen again, but he wasn't playing as bad, so, got him to the playoffs. This year he just played reckless. It's just, it ain't work. And so, man, this is what happens when you bench your $100 million quarterback, man. I don't know what happened, but that's what it led up to.
Yeah, it's been an ugly year, man. This whole football season, if you're an Eagles fan, it's been
The worst, man.
Year,
It's been the worst. I think it's been the worst year since Ray Rose last year when we won 3-13.
What was that, 99?
97. That was 97, yeah. Like remember our next door neighbor, Mr. Rick?
Mr.
When he took me to the Eagles game,
To the Cardinals.
to the
Eagles
Cardinals
Cardinals,
game.
I remember that.
We lost in overtime, 20-17. I never forget.
Damn, and that was 97, 98.
Yeah, Duke
I
Staley.
remember
Duke
that,
Staley.
too.
That was his first year as our starting running back.
Damn.
Yeah, like that was his first year.
Yeah, it's bad like that. I mean, because I know Chip Kelly was second year. What was we like, 4-12 or?
I think
3-13 or
we
something
won like
that?
maybe 5 games, maybe. I don't think
I
he.
feel like that was a terrible season. That year we had DeMarco Murray and Kiko Alonso.
I don't know if he lost more than 5. I could check.
I feel like it was I feel like we maybe won 4 games, bro.
What our first year with Chip?
No, the first year we made the playoffs.
Because he got like
we
two
had DJ in them.
He got like 10 game winning seasons, right?
I thought
To
it
start
was
off?
one. I thought it was 1, and then the second year we didn't make the playoffs. Because I know the first year we still had McCoy and D-Jack and then we lost in that first round to New Orleans on a field goal. We hosted New Orleans. We lost on a field goal. Mm-hmm. Then I believe it was that second year where that's when he started to get rid of everybody. I think he got rid of Macklin, Jackson, McCoy, and we just got a bunch of bums, and then we sucked. I thought he was on here for 2 years. Was it here?
He was here for 2 seasons.
2 seasons, right?
Well, from 2013 to 2015. So I guess that would be 3 seasons. 2013, 2014, 2015.
Oh no, it might have been
because his last year was 2006. I mean, Doug's first year was 2016.
16.
So 2015 would have been his last year.
But no, because remember Doug first year. Oh yeah, you right. Because you right.
But it don't show me how many losses we had. But even still, I don't think it was this bad with Chip. Like to the point where we ain't got no assets.
That's what I was getting ready to say. That's what I'm saying. Like even with that, that's not even coaching. That's like they did like a ranking or something like that I saw the other day, and it was like the Eagles got like the 3rd worst roster in the NFL. Like
the worst roster, offense, defense, worst. Special teams.
Overall, the Eagles got the 3rd worst overall roster in the NFL.
Cincinnati probably got better roster than us if you look at their offense. They
just might.
Like they got Higgins, what's the other boy? I forgot his name, but I'll be picking him in fantasy. Like they got at least three receivers.
Yeah,
and a good running back. 2 good running backs. So yeah, nice little young boy quarterback, but he hurt his knee though.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This.
Yeah, that's bad, man. This was depressing, bro. This year was definitely depressing. I mean, the only thing that makes it less depressing is the fact that the Cowboys suck worse than us, and they got more talent than us.
That's always fun. Hey, you know what? Yeah, that's always crazy to me how the Cowboys. Like you look at their roster, you like they loaded with talent.
Talent everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
Suck every year,
man. It's like
it's crazy.
I don't, as a Cowboys fan, like at this point, like I would hate my owner. I mean, I'm talking about Jerry Jones, man. Since he been the guy,
yeah, man.
They haven't won. Jim Johnson was their coach back in the day. Like so, when he won the first 2 champions, they won 3, right? They won 2. It was 93 and 94. Then Jim Johnson left, and Switzer came in and beat 95. That was the year against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mm-hmm. So that was Switzer that came in, won that championship. So that was like 3 in a row. And then after that, it was a wrap. No more Super Bowls. It was gone. It was done. And like, how many playoffs? We counted them, I think, last week. I think they made the playoffs, like, they won a division maybe twice. And like, since 2000 and something, right?
The last decade.
Yeah, they won a division maybe twice or 3 times, maybe 3 times.
I feel like it was 2. I know they wanted Dak and Zeke first year.
So that's and what about with Romo? Like, wasn't it like twice with Romo?
You might you probably right. You right.
Because remember they had two different stints with Romo.
You right. Because I remember the one year they beat the Eagles in their they beat the division. They won it, I think, on the last
with T.O.,
game.
Right?
Then we came back, that when McNabb was banging on the glass in Dallas and all that.
So that was because they had T.O.
So they probably won about 3 times.
They had 2 stints with Romo. That's crazy. They had 2 stints with Romo. Like they had the T.O. era, and then they had the Des Bryant era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But we gonna get out of the depressing state, right? Yeah. But we gonna keep it football.
All right.
So we had some good games in Wild Card Weekend, man. We had some good games. One that was real surprising to me, though. I'm not gonna lie, like it was like I was surprised. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns game, like I was surprised because I just didn't think. It's just hard to see the Browns winning the playoff game, we just gotta accept the fact that the Browns are a good football team, like.
So you didn't like it? I mean, you don't like the Browns?
No, I like the Browns. I like them. I'm happy to see them winning. But like, remember we gave our predictions the last episode.
I forget what they were.
It was. I know. Like we both.
I should have wrote them down.
We both picked the Steelers.
We did.
Yeah, we both picked Pittsburgh. You picked it in a shootout. You was more accurate than me. And I don't know. I just was like, I thought Pittsburgh was just going like, show them like, all right, we still Pittsburgh and y'all still the Browns. Cause what's his name? Juju was saying that shit. Y'all, the Browns is the Browns, and
Juju.
He already making himself look bad. He making me look bad. I was vouching for him.
Juju ain't TikToking today.
Yeah, he drawn. Every time he open his mouth or dance, something bad happen.
Everybody be doing a TikTok dance. Yo, I gotta learn that Gilly Jones. Yo, this niggas is crazy, dog. But yeah, man, it shocked the hell out of me too. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like the way that they came out 28-0, dog. Like you know how we play Madden. That was the first thing I said. I said, all right, they got a chance. They got a chance.
No. Then they go get another touchdown. 28. Then Big Ben came out stinking it up. Like it was bad, man. I was surprised by that one. I'm like, that's a division game. Even if Pittsburgh loses, it's still gonna be a close game. That game wasn't really close.
Like, and like if we actually paid attention though to the Steelers in the past month and a half, they've been looking suspect for the past month and a half.
Remember we spoke. Listen, remember?
I don't remember.
We had a topic about are they pretenders or are they serious?
Right.
And we both was like, no, they pretenders. Like, because the last like 6 weeks they've been trending downward.
Yeah.
So
and once I think they went up like 10-0.
Probably 11-0.
And since that, well,
downhill.
Nobody got hurt either. Like, I mean, maybe they defensive. Okay, they did lose like 2 defensive.
Wasn't T.J. Watt out a couple games?
Maybe he did, but I know for sure they missed the Devin Bush. That was one of their linebackers, and I forgot the other boy name. But still, like, that's just 2 players in the middle of the defense.
Yeah.
Everything sucked.
Yeah, even the offense.
Yeah.
Like, they everything sucked.
Niggas was dropping the ball every game.
Man, I just think they was frauds from the beginning, man. They just was catching breaks. Like, teams had to get accustomed to the whole pandemic play and all that, if you ask me.
I agree, man.
Yeah, that game was surprising, man. But I tell you one thing. I still got we can actually make some predictions. Actually, yeah, you know what? So this week, who we got? We got Tom Brady. We got Tampa going up against the Browns, right?
Before we get into the predictions for this week, we ain't touch on the actual last week of what happened. Like, I remember speaking on the Tom Brady and Washington football team game, and I thought that it was going to be a close game, but like I didn't think that Tom Brady was going to like get rocked. Like, I just figured it'd be closer than what it actually was. So like that wasn't close enough for me.
But you said you ain't think
Tom Brady, it was going to be close. I didn't think he was going to kill him.
Rock them?
Yeah, okay. But I didn't think it was going to be close either. Like, I thought it was going to be like a good game because they not good. Like, those guys, they not that good.
NFC East.
Yeah. But, like, that game really it wasn't too much. The Buffalo Bills game is exactly what I expected. Like, I really believe.
That was a really good game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that game.
Tennessee and Buffalo. Wasn't that Tennessee and Buffalo?
No, Buffalo played the Colts.
Buffalo played the Colts.
The Colts should have won that game too.
They had a chance in the end.
They had it. Yo, they was he used to coach the Eagles too.
Right.
Bills coach.
Oh, the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, used to be our defensive coordinator. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
The head coach.
Dirk McGirt.
McDermott.
There you go.
He called him Dirk McGirt.
Yeah, McDermott, man.
Dirk McGirt.
Yeah, rest in peace, baby.
He called the timeout. Listen, the Colts completed a first down play that put them in field goal position.
Right.
But before they got the snap off, McDermott called the timeout. So the play didn't count. Yo, listen, then the next play, boom, they didn't get it. 4th down. They had to go for it because they wasn't in field goal range at that point. McDermott saved their asses because if that game would have went to overtime, the Colts was going to take it. So they squeezed that one out. That was a great game to watch.
I was actually on. I was turning it. I was watching it, but then I was like in and out. I think I had to go somewhere to go get some funnel cakes or something probably. I was out
Oh,
AC.
yeah.
So I was watching, but I missed the ending of the game.
Yeah, it was a good ending, man. I was actually pulling for Frank Wright, but it was a good game. And you know, that Ravens game, that was my game of the week.
Oh, that was Ravens Titans.
Ravens Titan. Yeah. Hey, that's my. I'm going with the Ravens, man. That's my.
So you
pick.
going with the Ravens all the way to the Super Bowl?
Ravens going to the Ravens winning that thing, bro.
In the AFC, you think the Ravens
got the best shot to beat Kansas City. Mark my words. They got hot at the right time. Their defense is playing really good football. Lamar Jackson is playing really good football. They got the best run game in the playoffs. Watch the Ravens, man. I'm telling you.
Now, who they played this week?
They play the
It's the hot. Kansas City played the lowest.
Okay, Kansas City is playing the Browns. Kansas City playing the Browns.
And so that means it's the Ravens and Bills.
Ravens, Bills. There you go.
Ooh, you saying you see them getting past the Bills?
Yes.
And you said because of their offense, they running
clicking,
game,
bro. The run game for sure. The run game, and Lamar Jackson is the part of that run game, bro. They come in games like this. Y'all better hope we don't get 500 yards rushing. We coming to get 250 off the rip. Know that. Like they come in every game. They get 250. They wake up and get 250 rushing yards. That's a given. 200, 250. That's a given every week. That's a given.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
You better hope they don't get 500.
I agree with that, but
I'm telling you,
it's like the Bills' defense is not a shabby defense. Like they good at stopping them. I don't know they top what they rankings
for sure. Tennessee had a pretty good defense as well. Like Tennessee defense ain't no bad defense. Yeah. And you seen the job they did on Derrick Henry. Yeah. We ain't seen him be stopped like that in probably all season. But they shut Derrick Henry down.
The only thing with that is going up against the Bills is they don't actually have a running game.
They don't have a run game. They got a pass game.
I can see Marcus Peterson having a big day running around. Marcus Peters chasing around 14 all day.
And shit, the Ravens got a nice overall defense. They got a nice pass rush. They got a nice secondary. Like I like the Ravens, and I don't know. I feel like the Bills are more one-dimensional, and the Bills quarterback is. I like him. I like Josh Allen, but he is susceptible to make some turnovers, like make some bad plays. He will force some things. You know what I'm saying? So, and that Ravens defense is like
he got
opportunistic.
He definitely got butterfingers. But I guess that's what it is with a lot of them quarterbacks that be ripping and running. Like you can catch them from behind, pause, and just knock that ball out. Mm-hmm. Pause again.
But I know it's gonna be a hell of a game. But the Ravens been my pick, man. I just feel like they've been getting hot at the right times. Like I like them. Who you like? Who you like in that game?
So we talking Ravens versus Buffalo. I'm gonna be real. I'm rooting for Buffalo, right? Because that's been like my rooting interest. Like plus I beat Nair ass in the game with them niggas. Every time I pick them niggas and he picked the Ravens, I beat his ass with them. Every time.
He be picking
the Ravens and I be picking them. That's the reason why, like in this game, it ain't the video game, so I can't say that because what you're saying is definitely facts, and so it's gonna be a great game. I always give it a score, right? Mm-hmm. I say probably the game gonna be like a 27-24 type of game.
Oh, you like it like that?
Like it's gonna be some defenses going on because it's gonna be a lot of hard hitting happening. Mm-hmm. But niggas is gonna score.
I can see it.
I say probably the Ravens though, 27-24.
Oh, I didn't think you was gonna take the Ravens.
I'd probably go Ravens.
Yo, I like that score a lot, bro. That's the score that I would actually pick. Like I don't even want to go against that. I'm going to actually say it's the same type of score.
Yeah, man.
27-24.
It just seemed like that type of game with them.
I'll say, I'm going to make it, I'm going to say 27-23. Ravens. This is going to come down to the last possession. Josh Allen going to have the opportunity. And he going to turn the ball over on the last possession. He going to have the opportunity. Down 4. You need a touchdown.
So
Turnover, Josh Allen.
So you think the Ravens defense gonna hold them?
Yep. The Ravens gonna get a turnover at the end, but Lamar Jackson the Bills gonna have a lead in this game. The Bills gonna have a lead.
Early.
I say late in this game, maybe early too, but I'll say later in this game, the Bills will have a small lead, maybe a 3-point lead or something.
Okay.
And Lamar Jackson gonna go
like
get him a touchdown.
Mid fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Type of thing. They're gonna have a lead.
A 3-point lead, and Lamar Jackson gonna go get a touchdown, put his team up 4, and that's gonna be
he gonna have another Paul Pierce moment.
No, he ain't gonna have one of them.
This nigga, man. It wasn't the Paul Pierce.
He ain't gonna have one of them. Listen, that's my guy, Lamar Jackson. I'm telling you, look out for him.
Right,
He's coming.
So they've
been sleeping on him.
Who was the last 2 MVPs of the league?
Him and Mahomes.
And Mahomes. So
that'd be the last.
I wouldn't be shocked if. What did my guy say? I mean, well, your guy, but for the sake of conversation, what did he say when he got drafted? You remember?
Who? Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. What did he say? You remember the quote?
Nah.
He said Deion Sanders was interviewing him, and he was like, basically like, yo, what you think, man? How you feel? He was like, man, I'm telling you, man, Baltimore Ravens gonna get a Super Bowl out of me.
Yeah,
believe that.
Yeah,
believe that. That's what he said on the interview. They don't get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that. And his face was like, watch, like look at my eyes, nigga.
Listen, that
watch.
boy's what, 23?
Yeah.
He's a young boy. Listen, he got something about him, man, that drove me to him. Like he got this competitive spirit, and like he like, listen, I'm coming to win. I ain't just here. I'm coming. Like I like him, yo.
Yeah.
He gonna get one. I'm telling you. I feel like he's determined and focused right now. Like I'm telling you, and the Ravens got the team to do it, and the coaching staff. I like them.
So okay.
I'm taking them.
Okay, so you're gonna take them on that on that bracket. And what we said, Buffalo and
no, Buffalo got them. So you got
Buffalo got them. Who
you got? Kansas City and the Browns.
And the Browns.
Yeah.
It's not tough in the sense where I believe Kansas City gonna win, but I don't know what's Browns team gonna come out. Like this is a first for them, and they just won the Super Bowl last week when they beat their big brother.
You thinking just how I'm
you
thinking.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So what team is gonna come out, man?
Just how I'm thinking.
Like Sister Odell ain't gonna make it. You know, he ain't coming back, and they're gonna need some kind of like oomph, to get past them guys because they're gonna score, bro. They're gonna score every time.
Man,
like
what they do.
If they don't score this time, they're gonna score the next 4. You have to keep up.
And listen, you could get a big lead on Kansas City, but it ain't safe.
Well, what happened twice last year,
yeah,
right?
In the playoffs,
In one of the Super Bowl,
right? You can get a 21-point lead. It ain't safe.
So, bro, I don't know which team. Just for the sake of us making the predictions, I'll say Kansas City. I want to say because they might be a little rusty, so I'll say Kansas City 30, Browns 20. Because I think maybe Kansas City might be a little rusty because they ain't played in a couple weeks and they've been benching niggas like for a minute. So 30-20, man. And that's because I don't know what type team gonna come out for the Browns. Like that's their Super Bowl. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. Baker talking. Actually, Baker at the end of his interview, he really didn't talk a lot of shit. He was just basically like, let me go back in the locker room and party with my. But I know they was talking some shit in that locker room. We just beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's like us talking shit when we beat the Cowboys and shit. Like that's like the Giants talking shit when they beat the Cowboys. Come on now. I don't know what team we gonna get, man. I don't know.
Yeah. I could see the Browns 20. I see it like 34-23. Kansas City.
Similar. But let me ask you this. What do you think about the Kansas City run defense versus they running backs?
I think
that's serious.
That's a very serious thing because that Browns run game is heavy. Like Chubb and Hunt. Then you got the quarterback.
And Hunt. Not to cut you off, bro.
Kansas City.
Yeah,
he want payback.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he gonna be looking at them like, hey, Andy.
You know what?
Remember me, bro?
That game might
You got rid of
actually
me,
be
dog.
a
You
little
ain't believe in me, dog. You ain't trust that I ain't do that shit. Or if I did it, I was sorry, nigga. You just gonna let me go like that? All right, Baker, throw that ball out the backfield. I'm open.
Yeah.
All day, cause you know that's his best. That's his best trait, catching that shit out the backfield.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
that ain't.
I want to change my score real quick.
I ain't gonna change
I got
my
the
score,
Browns
dog.
scoring. I got it 27-34.
So you actually believe that they're gonna come out with that sense of urgency?
No.
That's
But
because
I
that's the
think
only
they-
reason why I can't pick them high scores with
I
them.
just think they just got some shit going on offensively, man, where they got a swag about them, man.
I
and
mean,
that shit look good.
Them and the Ravens this last
Yeah.
month, like
It's just the swag that's going on that I can't, like
the past 2 months.
I can't really go against that. Like, that offense ain't showing me nothing that makes me be like, no, they ain't going to do it this game. Like, they be doing it. But I think, this is the one thing that's making me, like, for one, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, for one. Like, they big dogs, for real.
Yeah.
But for two, I don't, like, anytime I see teams doing a lot of celebrating in the middle of playoffs and shit, and after one playoff win and after the second round, all that celebrating shit.
Yeah.
Them niggas go home the next week.
Yeah.
Like, they go home. I always see it.
What happened
In
to
all
us?
sports, I see it.
What happened to us? Remember the year that the D-Jack ran the shit back on the Giants?
Yeah.
Like, that was going to help us get
That was
into the
look,
playoffs.
That was our Super
was
Bowl.
it.
Yeah. When we came
We
out
lost
next
every
week and
game.
lose to the Vikings. I forgot the quarterback.
Joe Webb.
Joe Webb.
We lost. Yep, we lost
At
that.
home.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think either we missed the playoffs. I think we missed the playoffs because of that loss.
We did.
Dumb shit.
Yeah, so like I just think every time teams get like celebrate one victory, I feel like they always go home.
That probably was one of them Dallas Cowboy
NFC for sure, right? Right.
Some bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I mean, we see the shit the same pretty much, you know, on the AFC side of things. But what about the big boys? Because you know it's the big boys over here on the NFC.
Shit, NFC.
You got Tommy Brady, Chapter 3 versus Breeze. I see that being different.
Then you got the Rams.
Rams and
Packers.
versus Pack in Green Bay. That's heat coming to the cold. And then you know that like you got the bull. I guess he gonna start this week.
Damn, which game you want to go first?
I start with the cold with the heat coming to the cold.
Packers,
right?
Rams.
I believe that Aaron Rodgers, this is his year to get back to the Super Bowl. I really do believe it. I see him knocking out Tommy Boy if he faced them or Breezy. I see him knocking them all out. I see him getting, but specifically for this week versus LA, they got a good defense. Don't get me wrong.
Man.
They got a good defense.
They do. They got a great defense.
And what I just saw last week with them, I'm like, damn, like they shut this nigga down.
Shut him down.
1,000%.
I ain't seen him. I'm talking about he was looking
Ever.
slow on the field, bro.
I ain't never seen no
Like
shit
he
like
couldn't get. He wasn't getting nowhere. Like I'd be like, oh, he finally got about to get a nice run. No.
that
He
nigga
closing.
That nigga wasn't cooking. That nigga was burnt.
Yeah, facts. I say, yeah, Russ ready to go home and get some sex.
Man.
After this, like he
Sheesh.
like, listen.
About to have another kid in a few months.
Yeah, Russ was getting too much sex.
So
man.
like I get it. They got a good defense. And I seen Aaron Rodgers and them struggle. But the thing about them this year, man, I just feel like Aaron Rodgers this year, he back. He back to that
is.
like LeBron James, you ain't stopping me shit. Like
He is.
I know what the fuck is going on before you thought about what was happening. I been knew. Like you there, I know you gonna go over there. That's why I'm throwing it where you at right now. Like it's just he on another page, dog. And I believe that it's just gonna be that again. It's like he ain't showed me otherwise. What they lost like 2 games, 3 games this year. That's 13-3, and they at home. Like that's a big factor. Like it's not a crowd factor. It's that weather factor.
And you gotta think, some games do have fans. Like Tennessee had fans there.
I don't know about Green Bay though.
I would think.
I don't know about Green
it's
Bay.
Green Bay. If I had to guess, I would think they're gonna have some fans.
They are a
It's
small
Green
town.
Bay, yeah, like
they
it's
should, but I
Green
don't know if
Bay.
they have fans all year though.
No.
I don't believe it. I don't believe so. Like they just been
I'm saying, but you know, like a lot of teams didn't have fans all year, but as the weeks went by, they started it a lot. Like Tennessee, like Tennessee had a alright little amount of people in there joint the other day. Even in the NBA, I'm starting to see fans. Like the Houston Rockets had fans at the game like last night.
Yeah, they had what's the rapper name? His crew was over there at the Houston game.
Who? Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
He always at the. Deshaun Watson was in there too. Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's another X factor if they got fans in Green Bay. So I'm just saying, usually, like this is usually what happens with those West Coast teams coming. Even though it's not East Coast, I guess, because Green Bay's like the middle of the.
That's
country.
Midwest. Yeah. But what's the name? St. Louis is Midwest or whatever.
But either way, they coming over to this cold. I mean, you in LA, dog. You been in LA all these last couple weeks. Like,
who did they? Where did they just play?
They played in LA last week, right? Because I think
no, they was in Seattle.
They was in Seattle. You right, but that's still West Coast.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, so they went straight home. After that,
but it's cold over there too. It's a little
chilly.
It's a little chilly over there in Seattle. So
I just look at it like Green Bay got the home field advantage with the weather factor, the frozen tundra, and Rodgers.
It's just hard to count Rodgers out right now. I'm gonna keep, but watching the Rams defense, man, that shit.
34-24.
34-24.
34-24. I was going to say 27. But I don't know about the 27th point, man. 34-24.
Yeah.
34-24.
I'm going to go 27-23 Rodgers. 27-23
You seeing
Rodgers.
it being close.
Close
throughout the whole game.
Not a whole lot of scoring because I'm telling you, that defense. And this is why I'm saying 27-23. I trust that Rams defense. Jalen Ramsey is a problem. That defensive line is a problem.
Oh, he is a problem over there.
That D-line is crazy, man. And it's hard for me. This is the one reason I'm picking Aaron Rodgers. Well, two reasons. Aaron Rodgers, that's one. But on the Rams side of things, if Goff was completely healthy, my pick might be different. But you seen Goff last week, he didn't even belong in the game because he was hurt. Like his finger is like broke or some shit like that. He didn't belong in the game.
I had money on like FanDuel money on the shit, and all I needed him to do was throw the ball to Cooper Kupp a lot. Like just get him the ball. He couldn't do it.
He couldn't throw the ball. It was mostly getting him run plays. Like he couldn't once the other quarterback got hurt. Like he was forced to get in the game with the messed up finger. He couldn't throw the football. Luckily, they had a lead already, and that defense was controlling the game.
And the running back was out there, Akers.
Yep,
out there
was balling.
Knowing what he do.
So, like with that said, I just don't like this game is going to start next week with Goff on the field, and I think the Packers was watching that game just like we was, and they gonna have a game plan. Let's make Goff beat us with that fucked up finger.
Not only though, I'm with you with the defensive line, but correct me if I'm wrong. The defensive line, LA defensive line is mostly pass rushers, right? Are they good?
They got Sue and Dominican Sue.
Are they good run stoppers?
I mean, Aaron Donald was great at whatever you let him do, and then Dominican Sue
kind of got hurt. I think he hurt his. I don't know if he's playing, but he hurt his abdominal.
But I ain't heard nothing where he wouldn't be playing or whatever. But he did.
Because I'm saying that because they got Aaron Jones. That running game for the Packers not shabby.
It's not at all.
You know what I mean? So Aaron ain't got to really toss the ball around all day. Like he will, but they can still run that ball.
Yeah, that's why I like them. That's why I'm taking them. But I ain't taking them to like. I don't think it's gonna be a whole lot of high scoring. I think because the Rams need to rely on their defense, and I think their defense is solid enough to like slow the Packers down a little bit. Like
now, how you think they feel? Because again, we had a situation where it was a division game in the playoffs. So how you think they feel?
The Rams,
where they just beat their division folks.
They just beat their division
on the road. Same thing as the Browns type of thing.
That's what I'm saying. They confident,
and they lost to them in the season. I think maybe once. I don't know if they split, but
they confident. They confident.
So they coming in feeling confident, maybe overconfident.
Me personally, I don't think they're gonna be overconfident.
Nah, they went to the
these
Super Bowl
dudes just
last
came
year.
off a Super Bowl.
You're right.
Like,
you're right. And
like,
they
and
still got
they've
the
been
same
good
team.
the past.
Since
Like before that, like they've been in the top in the
2017,
NFC.
same year we was good.
When we won the Super
Same
Bowl,
year we
they
was good.
They was the team that was the only. Them and the Vikings was the only team that we felt like.
And the Saints was up
and
there.
the Saints too.
But they got knocked out by the Vikings.
Yep.
That was some luck
So
shit.
it was like that 14, but like the
Yeah, we ain't
Rams
never-
been good ever since.
Sidebar, we ain't never talk about that shit though.
What's that?
That shit was some lucky shit. I don't think we was gonna beat the Saints that year, bro.
Bro, I was scared to death, bro.
Bro,
Hey, bro.
that shit I don't see it. I ain't see it happening.
You know how hard I was celebrating? I was out. I was at the King of Prussia Mall. I was somewhere eating. I think I was in King of Prussia, and I was eating, bro. I was in a restaurant. I don't know what restaurant I was in, but like we was shopping. Me and my girl at the time, we was shopping. Then we went in this restaurant, and they had the game on, and there was all these Eagles fans in there, bro. And we was all in that joint. I ain't know, we dapping it up. We happy as shit. Like, yo, we gonna win now. Like,
bro,
the whole. I'm telling you, niggas was scared, dog. I know damn sure I was.
I just knew we ain't won because we ain't faced them at all that year. That year, actually, we had the the year that you have the worst record in your division. They give you the last place schedule. So that year we had a last place schedule. We didn't face a whole lot of first place teams because the Rams the year before was just like us. Because they had Jeff Fisher as their coach. So they wasn't good. Everybody, we had a last place schedule.
I'm telling you, and the people we played Seattle and they spanked on us.
And I guess Seattle didn't.
The Chiefs, they spanked on us.
Seattle always been good though.
Seattle always spanked on us.
They always do. Smack the hell out of us, man.
Chiefs and Seattle spanked on us. That was the
those are the only two teams that was good teams.
And exactly. Other than that,
we faced in the year.
And the Rams.
When Wentz got hurt.
Or whatever. Other than that.
Yeah, that's true. 3 teams.
It was what it was, and we made it work. Like in the playoffs, like we just got hot. That's what happened. Like, so.
Yeah, that is definitely what happens. Well, because we could have been Pittsburgh after Wentz went down. We could have been Pittsburgh. Remember, Wentz went down when we was like 10-0, 11-0.
No, we was
11-1.
We had one loss.
11-1.
To Kansas City.
And then that's when he went down.
No, we had 2 losses when he went down. We lost to Seattle too.
Okay, so all right, boom.
Whatever.
We could have been the Pittsburgh Steelers this year
For sure.
because the last month of the season we wasn't playing well.
No.
Like Nick was just trying to get his feet wet. They had to figure out how they was going to use him.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't playing well at all.
Listen, the Nick Foles going into the playoffs ain't look shit like Nick Foles once we got
that shit was super scary, man.
I'm gonna say even not the first round because we had the bye, but the divisional round when we played Atlanta.
Atlanta.
It was like 15 to
we won like 15 to
12
16.
or some weird shit.
We
like,
won 15 to 16.
Yeah, it was something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So it was like sheesh.
Off of that because they had the ball last and the
Julio.
ball. We put some pressure on him. Yeah.
So it was like that.
Shit, we skipped by that shit.
Bro, shit.
And then the next week it was just a total blowout
We
because
turned up.
them guys won their Super Bowl the week before.
That's
against the Saints.
Exactly what I was saying. When I said that's why I think Cleveland is about to go take this L next week. Well, this upcoming week because they just won their Super Bowl.
They just won their shit.
You see them all in the locker room dancing, trolling,
champagne
Juju,
and shit all over the
listen,
place. Yeah,
that's their Super Bowl.
I know.
So
that's the shit about it, man. Because you can't bring that. You can't bring that same energy a week after you just extended it all. No. No, they got up. They was up on Pittsburgh in the first quarter, 28-0.
28-9.
Like,
28-9. They jumped out.
Come on,
Turnover. Pick 6 or whatever. Yeah, like that's what it was. But yeah, they done.
Man.
So we got one more pick in the NFC.
Saints, Bucks.
Saints, Bucks. Saints, Bucks. Let me take this one.
Tommy Boy versus Breezy.
Bro, I'm stuck right now, right? Because the Saints beat Tampa both times in the regular season. Right?
And it wasn't even close.
No.
They rocked them
but
both
that
times.
be the shit, man. That be the scary shit. That be the scary thing. Because I see this happen, and then in the playoffs, it be different. Like, one team just coming extra focused, and the other team, like, we got the recipe. We gonna do the same thing that beat y'all the first time, and they come in with a whole nother plan. and it throw you off. And like it's hard for me to bet against Tom Brady, dog. And it's just hard for me to do it, like, cause I'm gonna feel dumb at the end of the day, like.
Here's my thought on it. Without giving you, I'm gonna give you my. I want you to give your score. I know where your head at. I think I hear it in you. But for me, I don't see this. I don't see. First of all, Breeze is a choke artist. Fuck out of here.
You ain't never lied. The Saints organization is fucking choke artists.
That one Super Bowl with some nut ass shit. I don't even remember who they played.
Let me tell you why.
The Colts. They played the Colts.
Bro, let me tell you why they won that Super Bowl, bro. They was only right. That was coming off of Katrina. Come on, dog.
And everybody, you right. Even I was rooting for them.
NFL wanted them. They had to, bro.
Even I was rooting for them.
Like, bro, shit.
Even though it ain't had shit to do with our black people on the side.
No, it did.
But it was a morale. It was a morale thing.
I feel like the Colts.
I get it.
The Colts wanted them niggas to win on the strength of that. Like,
you're right. I get it because it was a morale thing. It's like, all right, let's pick up. This is where Americans, let's pick. Yeah,
this is really how it felt. Like,
and it's the same thing. What happened? Remember 9/11? Who won a Super Bowl 9/11 year? Tom Brady, the Patriots. That was their first one.
Absolutely.
They beat the Rams. The Rams. Look at the picture. The Rams. What rammed into a building? An airplane. Something rammed into our American patriotic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's some ill shit.
The irony.
The irony of the shit. But yeah, so like, yeah, I get it. And America hated us when we won. That's why nobody likes us. We don't care.
Oh yeah, man.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, man.
We got ours and we suck now. We trash now.
6.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man. So honestly, bro, I will never root for Drew Brees in this area. I don't see it happening. He like James Harden,
bro,
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Dribble.
Step back.
Win nothing.
Brent. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I want them niggas to win. I want Drew Brees and them to win, right? Cause I like
Malcolm over there.
I like Malcolm Jenkins. I like Michael Thomas, and I like
Yo, where the fuck he been all season though?
He
got 1 to 2 touchdowns all year.
Because he had an injury he was dealing with.
My God, like was it a major injury? Did he get surgery?
I can't tell you exactly what it was. But they did say he was dealing with an injury all season or whatever. So
damn, that's Keyshawn. That's Keyshawn nephew.
I ain't never know that.
That's Keyshawn Johnson nephew.
I be watching Key and them too, and Jason Williams and them. I be watching these shows.
That's that nigga nephew.
But yeah, I like Alvin Kamara too. Like they some of my favorite players to watch in the league.
Yo, that nigga look like what's the Philly rapper? Uzi. That nigga look like Uzi with some dreads.
Shit.
Look at that nigga face.
I see the comparison.
So what you think, man?
So
what's your score, man? I know you got a score. I know where your head at too, bro. I know where you about.
I want to go Saints, bro, but it's hard for me to bet against Tom.
I bet you I know what your score look like.
I feel like
you got a confused offensive score.
I feel like it's gonna be like 33 to 27 or something like that.
A confused offensive score.
Like,
yep.
Yeah. I feel like Tom gonna take it like 33-27, something strange.
It's
like
a strange, confusing offensive score because I know what you sound like. You sound like you actually think that both offenses is going to do well, but you're not really sure about the Saints. But you believe Breeze is going to come to work, and it's like I don't really know, but I'm with you.
I just gotta see it to believe it, bro. Like, cause they always
with you.
Choke. I remember they bombed on the Eagles by 40 and 2 seasons ago with Nick Foles. Then in the playoffs, we would have beat them if Alshon Jeffrey ain't dropped the damn first down.
Jeffrey Lurie said that shit in his the other day after he fired Bull.
Yeah.
Jeff Lurie said, and I quote, we were one Alshon Jeffrey drop away from beating the Saints. And then he was like, I don't really want to name one person.
Yeah, it is what it is, though, Jeff.
Yo, everybody throwing this nigga under the bus. That's what I'm saying. Get this nigga the fuck out of here, dog.
That's still my man, though. I fucks with him.
I met him in real life. He cool,
That's
but
still my man.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying I'm just saying they be choking, man. That's all I'm saying, man. The Saints.
Sorry, Kibi. I know that's your
home.
homeboy. Sorry, man. Apologize,
That's
cousin.
my man too, cuz. That's my man. Pots and pans.
But like, so I don't know, man. I think Tom Brady and them. Here's my factor though. My biggest factor is Antonio Brown. This guy in his last month, he been coming to work. He been putting it together.
Bro, he in a slot right now, bro. That's dangerous, dog.
And not only him, he's put it together in the slot. Boy on the outside, Evans is cooking. And Godwin is coming. He's making his way back. Like, he been hurt all year.
They got Cameron Brate. They got Gronkowski.
Running game.
Bro.
Like, they got weapons on top of weapons.
We said it the last, John. They offense is not beginning. They there now.
Their
now. Offense looks exactly how we expect
AB
them to
is
look.
the wild card for me. Like, I don't see nobody stopping them. You need at least 3 good all right, 2 good DBs, maybe. You definitely need a good safety. For real, you need a good safety. So they got a good safety. They got Malcolm back there. But who they DBs?
As far
as Saints.
They got the other boy, Lattimore.
Lattimore?
Yup, he tough. He is shut down.
So they got 1 good DB.
He's shut down.
Okay, so that means Godwin going to cook.
And then I do like they defensive line is pretty good too. They got a solid D line.
But Tom Brady usually, if he gets the ball out quick,
this is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, but this is what I will say. This is what makes me like it's fucking like the Saints can win, and they should win if they don't choke.
Okay.
Because the Saints, in my opinion, have a better defense, and because the Patriots. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if you check throughout this whole season, when they play against good defensive lines, they struggle.
Yeah, Tommy boy looked bad.
They struggle, and Tommy getting his ass cracked. And yeah, he looked bad. And the 2 losses they got against the Saints is because the Saints have a defensive line. So this game depends on the Saints' defensive line, just like the rest of them. If the Saints' defensive line win this game, like win the battle against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers O-line, the Saints gonna win this game easily.
Who the Saints played last week?
Nobody. No. They played the Bears.
They played the Bears.
Yeah, nobody.
Now, okay, Mitchell Trubisky last week. They did play the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky didn't have a bad game against them, and he's the type of quarterback that can move a little bit. So he's a little different than Tommy Boy.
Bust their ass.
Yeah, Tommy Boy, he not getting out the pocket. Mm-hmm. So I can see them locking Tommy Boy down as they have all season. But this is where I have to believe that having AB and like just a new wave in that offense. Like I feel like they're gonna have to
add a little wrinkle.
Think of something like
in the offense.
Like you
gotta
have
get the
to
ball out quick.
You have to.
No way around it. And
you have to.
You got the weapons too.
And let them boys dunk, man. Let throw that kid at the guy.
I'm gonna say
real
this
quick.
now. Look, I'm gonna say this. Lattimore, and this goes back to the past season too, like the past 2-3 seasons. Lattimore get the best of Evans. Like they said, Lattimore, like he a shutdown corner, man. He a top corner in his league, and they said he like get off on the battling with certain wide receivers, and Evans is one of them. It's a division matchup, and they said he been getting the best of Evans. Like in the past 3 games, Evans got like 3 catches or some cool shit. It's something outrageous. So that might be like a cancellation. Like you might cancel that out. Then it might have to be an AB that beat you and shit like that.
AB in that slot, man. AB in that slot. You gonna
Or
cover him with a linebacker, or
be.
you gonna cover him with Jenkins? You cover him with Jenkins. That's a burnout.
Yeah, it should.
Like all day burnout.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Malcolm Jenkins used to be in our backfield. He got burnt out a few times.
In his latter days. Now I'll say this: if Lattimore can just lock up on, if you could just say, all right, that's 1-on-1 coverage. We're gonna use the safety help over here. Lattimore, you don't need no safety help. You got that. We're gonna use this safety to roam and help out. You know what I'm saying? On the other end or whatever, where whoever might be getting off, we're gonna use the self safety and leave Lattimore 1-on-1 all day if it's working.
Okay.
That would help.
In the pass game. But they got 2 running backs Fournette and the Bull Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Bull Jones been cooking up some shit all year. I don't know if he got hurt because he wasn't running a lot. The last 2 games they was playing Fournette a lot. But they still got a running game. So, okay. So now we see how y'all playing back there. We going to run it now.
That's what,
you see what I'm saying? And now you're going to put pressure on the defensive line. Now you're going to get them tired because now they got to stop the run.
But, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But
So, you know how it is. It's chess.
But even when again, like you said, they could just add another wrinkle, and it's playoff football.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck what you did all season, and fuck that. Like you trying to win one game. What's going to help you in one game? So I vibe with your point, because that might be their best option to use that run game more so than ever. That might be their better option.
Man, that's I don't remember.
That D-line of the Saints, man, they good, dog, and they was killing Brady both times they seen him. Like, Brady looked terrible against that D-line.
No, he did.
So
that was the first game of the season.
And then in the middle of the season, was even worse.
Yeah,
Remember, they was calling timeouts with 2 minutes left to try to kick a field goal to get 3 points on the board.
It got bad. Yeah, I remember.
So
it got bad.
Damn, and I just picked this a tough one, man. Cause a part of me, I just feel like I can't bet against Tom Brady. But if I really just look at
that's Goat Brady, Goat Brady.
But if I look at team for team, like the Saints,
you really believe in these guys though? But do you really believe in the Saints though?
No, I gotta see it.
I don't believe in them guys. I can't choose them. They ain't when they won the Super Bowl. What was that? 2002.
Man, Katrina. That's all I can tell you.
Katrina happened 2006. Okay, that was 2006.
Yeah, I know it wasn't 2002.
Okay, so that was so they won the Super Bowl 2006.
It was about
that's fucking
because I was graduating middle school. Man, I was in 8th grade.
14 years ago.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
They've been good for 14 straight years, and only won 1 Super Bowl in 14 years.
You can count on one hand how many playoff games they won in them 14 years.
So, how can I believe that Breeze going out
under the same system? By the way,
how can I believe that Breeze is going to go out this is his last year? I don't see him being. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't see him being what John Elway was. Manning, Peyton Manning, you know what I'm saying, when he won his last year and all
Brady.
that.
Obviously not Brady.
Yeah, Brady, he's still around. That nigga should have been quit.
He in the league of his own.
This nigga. But I don't see Breeze. I see Aaron Rodgers winning the Super Bowl this year before I could see Breeze doing it.
No, I feel you, bro. Because I'm gonna keep, bro. We watched Breeze in the playoffs, man. He don't look the same, dog. Them interceptions become way more. They happen more often in them playoff games than in the regular season, and he don't look like Drew Brees that's just controlling the field and got his wide receivers on a rope. It never looked like that in the playoffs, man.
That's crazy though. That put it in perspective. That was 2006.
Had to been, bro.
And this nigga, they won the Super Bowl in 2006. They actually been good all the way through, and that's all they got. They only even made it once. How this nigga gonna make the Hall of Fame? Just cause his numbers? He don't win shit.
I think Phillip Rivers might make the Hall of Fame, man.
Well, you know
just
what?
On the strength of numbers.
And Aaron Rodgers too. We gotta say him too.
One Super Bowl.
You gotta say him.
Super Bowl appearance.
His was before motherfucking Breeze. His Joe was before
yeah,
Breeze.
So, numbers and I guess win percentage and all that type of shit. But yeah.
Yo, Tom Brady is a motherfucking goat.
Tom is the goat.
Yo, this nigga
put
just
respect on it.
Are you serious, dog?
You can't say nothing about Tom. That's why I can't bet against the man. It ain't even about his team. It's just about him. I just don't want to bet against him because I know when it's crunch time, we know he gonna be there and he gonna show up.
Look at the Patriots, dog. They had a good quarterback this year. Cam is a good quarterback. He's not GOAT material.
What you say, bro? What you say about Russell Westbrook and them? They on the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cam on the way down.
I mean,
he might already touch down.
Well, this nigga,
No pun intended.
Nah, because he definitely lost his touch.
I like you, but goddamn.
He lost his touch, but it's like, man, I don't look at the team though. Like they had no shot this year.
They was terrible.
Like they had zero shot without Tom Brady. At least last year they had a shot though.
Right, we would watch the game and we'd be like,
you know what I mean?
The Patriots really losing and shit. But when they won 10 games last year,
and that last stupid ass game against Miami, they lost the playoffs because they lost that game. That was a winning end type shit.
Oh, they didn't make.
Remember last year, Miami beat them that last game of the year. Mm-hmm. That was for them to get into the playoffs.
Right.
And Miami fucking beat them. Right. That's why everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Tom, he can go because he cooked."
Right.
But
and they wasn't that good.
Look at him now, though. Like they pretty much got the same team, just minus Tom Brady.
Yep. And Grunt. I mean, he obviously still like somebody you gonna pay attention to.
Grunt got retired last year with the Patriots. He wasn't even there last year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm saying Tampa Bay. Okay, you were saying the Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots minus Brady.
Right. Minus Brady. Yeah, he bad, man. That's a bad team.
But I mean, yeah. So, man, with my score, I think my score would be on some shit like. I think I said like 34. I think I said like 34, 31-ish. Like, I think it's going to be a high-scoring event. I'm taking time to squeak it out. Yeah, I'm taking time because Tom going to throw about 3 touchdowns, and the running back's going to run for about 2 or 3.
Listen,
that's what it is. That's what it is.
Truth is truth.
Truth is true podcast, man.
We back up in this bitch. We getting trippy, man.
But yo, bro, what we doing in this episode, bro?
Today is Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. 21 we here. So James Harden was just traded today after yesterday being blown out to the Los Angeles Lakers and throwing his teammates under the bus. So before we even get into today, I just want it's like a quick, just like the whole thing about him throwing his teammates under the bus, man. I think that was like pretty fucked up. I understand he trying to get traded, and he pulled the right card because he got traded several hours later. So I guess it makes sense, but damn, like that's foul, man. Like you don't throw your teammates under the bus like that, like cause Boogie ain't no scrub, John Wall ain't no scrub, like. Yeah, James Harden, you can say you better than them guys and stuff like that. You can say that. But James Harden, you ain't done shit in this league, like really, except score points and pad the shit out of the rock. Like you led the league in the you got an MVP. I'm not gonna say you ain't done shit in this league. You done shit in this league for sure. You one of the best niggas in the league. But when it's crunch time, you ain't that nigga. Like that's why you want to run to Brooklyn so KD can be that nigga or Kyrie can be that nigga. Like. You want to run to these guys, like, and because when you had the chance in Houston, listen, your best opportunity to win a championship was when you had CP3 and he was busting Steph Curry ass, shimmying on him and all that, and y'all was up 3-2 on en route to winning, and then CP got hurt, and then y'all ain't won the game after that.
Game 7 loss.
So let's be real, Harden, you need a nigga, dog. So. You throwing them guys under the bus, I think that was fucked up, man. I don't like that. I'm glad the Sixers didn't get him either, by the way. Like,
I mean, hey, brother, tell you good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, you have to get that off. I feel you, bro. I'm good. I feel you, man. Hey, fuck Kawhi. You know what I'm saying?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. Toronto Raptors. Fuck them niggas. Anyway. Listen, bro. So I feel you. I'm believe me. I'm with you 1,000% about Harden not never winning. I'm with you 1,000% about this nigga is he just a dribble happy ass selfish motherfucker. I'm with you. I am. Only thing that I would hope to have happened is the fact that we could have gotten. I'm talking about as a Sixers fan, we could have gotten him here without having to give away Ben Simmons or Maxey.
And it's like, what's the chances?
You know what I'm saying?
You know, like, what's
I would have hoped that some kind of way we had the assets to give away that they wanted. Because remember, it was a 3-team deal. Yeah, it was a 4-team deal.
Yeah, it was 3, and then the 14 got added with the Rockets and the Indiana trade.
So, like, I wish if it was all perfect in the world, I wish that could have happened where we can keep all of our actual assets and just give away some other shit in a multiple team deal. Right. I wish it could have happened that way because here's the thing. With Ben Simmons versus Harden, like I feel like everybody feel like Harden is a better offensive player. Yeah. Everybody knows that Harden himself is a fucking bearded down bucket.
Hell yeah.
And Ben Simmons is nothing less. He's nothing more now than a setup guy and a defender.
Yeah, that's it.
And so he's a great body to have, but we're paying him like he's our fucking second best player. Like that's a problem.
No.
For him to be our second best player,
you right, bro.
I don't think that's good at all.
It's really not, man. And you look at Ben Simmons as a basketball fan. You look at him like he got all the tools to be a second best player. I feel like the nigga got the body size, the fit, the size, the speed, the athleticism, the IQ to be a number 1 nigga, but minimum number 2 nigga for sure. Like you feel like, cause Embiid is a star, dog. Embiid is the best center in this game, like hands down. Like when Embiid focused and locked in, man, ain't nothing nobody can do with Joel Embiid. Nobody. And like, so you would think like with a player like Ben Simmons alongside him, man, you would think like that's perfect. That's perfect for a big ass point guard. Like that's perfect. Like that's perfect. That's Kobe and Shaq ish. You would think, but
that's
I don't
Penny.
know.
That's Penny and Shaq ish.
It's something with Ben Simmons that just like.
Man, at this point,
I don't know. Is he scared, bro?
At this point, you said that before.
Like,
I don't know if it's fair. I think this nigga really like. I remember how. Let's go back to Iverson. Remember how niggas used to say Iverson didn't get to his potential
till Larry Brown,
and even then he didn't push even beyond that.
Oh, okay, I got
right?
you. I got you.
I look at it like Ben Simmons is probably on that tip, bro. Like to where he feel like. I don't even know how much he believes in God, so I'm not saying that. I'm saying God. Iverson said, "I got God-given talent." This was Iverson's. Mm-hmm. I don't know what Ben Simmons if he believe in God, but this is his God-given talents. He gonna fucking go as far as he can go with his God-given talents, and fuck everything else. I'm an all-star. He said it.
That makes sense.
In different interviews. But I'm an all-star.
No, that's facts.
Playing like this.
I watched him on Kevin Hart, pulled his balls joint.
Oh shit, he was on there? I never seen it. I gotta see it. I gotta
just got like this demeanor about him. Like, I pull it up. Nigga, I'm Ben Simmons. Like,
yeah.
Y'all funny to me.
Yo, is that this light skin shit? Seriously, man. Oh, that's a light skin nigga shit, bro. What dark skin nigga? Like, they don't even allow with dark skin. They don't even allow dark skinned niggas to feel this way.
Yeah, man, they really don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real shit. Dark skinned niggas.
I'm great.
Dark skinned niggas that walk around with attitudes, ready to punch you in the mouth all day and shit to get their respect.
Yeah, like LeBron, he cannot fucking do that shit, bro.
LeBron still can't do it.
He still can't do it. I'm fucking LeBron, nigga. Fuck y'all. He can't say that shit. No, I'ma kill him.
No, that's real shit. That's real. Only nigga that can do it was Mike. But Mike could slap you in the mouth at the same time.
Mike could slap everybody on the team. Yeah. I'm Mike, pussy.
Yeah, real shit. Mike could slap
Hey, Steve Kerr, what'd I tell you? You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, dog, come on, man. Then he got the Kardashians, they rich as shit. Man, I just heard a story real quick about that. Man, they said Lamar Odom went to the brothel, right? This was years ago when he got caught up in the brothel, right?
Yeah.
They said the nigga went there ass betting. Like, you know how you ass bet?
He went that joint.
They ain't got no chicken.
Captain. He went that joint cool, Captain.
He went in there, dog. He got this big ass bill, and then they said he fucking had a fucking heart attack or some shit. Yo, they said he had the rules or whatever. He had heart attack, stroke, whatever, and they called Chloe. That nigga popped right out of that shit. One Chloe. Yo, I don't know if that was a joke or because I was watching a comedian say the shit, so it was funny. But I think that shit might be the truth, bro. Because the nigga's alive today.
Ass bad. He's damn. I gotta get out of here. I ain't got no damn 60,000. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I ain't supposed to be here, nigga. Chloe. Like, come on, dog. That's some Hollywood shit for your ass, man.
Damn.
Hollywood's something else. Yeah. So let's get into our verses.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Real quick, because I just want to ask you one question.
Okay.
While we here. Because, yeah, just real quick, and then we can get right into that.
All right.
Because you said something off air. You said the Sixers remind you of what the Clippers was supposed to be last year. And I just wanted you to elaborate on that because so the people could feel you and I could actually feel you too because you ain't never get into it.
Okay. Well, the reason why I feel this way, number one, the Clippers, they was, you know, the whole LA shit where they were supposed to be built to knock out, you know, the Lakers. It looked the part. They looked the part. They had the parts. It was supposed to be this, that, and the third, but it didn't turn out that way, right? All right. I'm looking at it from a couple of different angles, right? First of all, the heart and the talent. Like there's different angles: heart, talent, and opportunity, right? So in the Eastern Conference, it's a little different because you know the West is super talented. They got multiple teams, whatever. East ain't really. East got some teams. But even East is mostly top heavy. Yeah, the West is heavy. Period.
What they like 11 deep.
So I'm looking at it like, okay, if you put the Sixers, now I'm telling you, I actually thought about the shit completely. Mm-hmm. If you put the Sixers in the Western Conference, where do we stack up? Like that's a question that I had to actually think about and ask myself. That's how I got to the conclusion where I'm at. Mm-hmm. I believe if you put the Sixers in the Western Conference, minus all this dumbass COVID-19 shit, we top 3, bro.
Top 3?
We top 3, bro. I believe we better than Denver. I believe we better than Utah. We better than Houston. We better than Portland. Only teams we not better than is the Lakers.
Clippers.
And at least last year's Clippers, we wasn't better than them last year.
What about this year?
This year, definitely.
This
year, definitely. The Sixers?
Sure. No, I'm not, because I'm just...
I was putting them up against the last year's Clippers. Like, that's how I came to the conclusion of what I'm thinking about.
A lot of people would say, not a lot, but some would say the Clippers improved this offseason.
From one player?
From
Chewbacca?
2 players.
Chewbacca, yes. Upgrade. Yes.
He told my Serge Ibaka. So they gotta know he called it Chewbacca. Yo, no, but niggas be looking at Luke Kennard like he.
Luke Kennard, when he was with Detroit,
he's pretty good.
But guess who was better than him? The old ass point guard. Derrick Rose was better than him.
Of course, Derrick Rose better than a lot of niggas.
But my point is, Kennard can't be this great if an old ass Derrick Rose is better than you on a bum ass Detroit team.
Derrick Rose better than Lou Williams.
I mean, listen, I won't argue. I'm just saying, Kennard cannot be.
And Lou is 6 man, but D Rose is better than Lou Williams.
Bro, Kennard is Korkmaz.
No, you're right. No, that's for sure.
Kennard is not good, bro. Seriously, bro. Come on, man.
I'm not trying to put Luke Kennard. Listen, I didn't know who the fuck he was until last year. Like,
seriously,
I don't
bro.
fucking Luke Kennard.
Like, come on, bro.
No. So look, it's mainly like it's mainly the Ibaka thing and shit. Like they look at Ibaka as an upgrade from Trez and shit. Which I'm gonna say offensively, I'm gonna put them niggas as Trez. I think Trez is better offensively, dog. Trez is a bucket. Like, listen, it just gives you a different dynamic with the Clippers because Trez is not a 3-point shooter, but Ibaka is. So it's a different dynamic. But if we just go offensive package, if we going, I need a bucket. One of these niggas go get me a bucket. Trez gonna go get you a bucket. You could get Trez the ball on the block and say, "Hun, Trez, go get a bucket," and he gonna go get it.
All I can go off of is from. I understand Trez 2 years ago,
But I guess
but Trez last year in the bubble,
he wasn't great because he came off of family issues. He wasn't in the bubble most of the time. But that's what I'm saying. The Clippers think they got a little better this year because Ibaka gives them a different dynamic as far as stretch forward. 3-and-D guy. Ibaka give him 3-and-D. Trez was more put him on the block, but he's small. He's 6'8".
right?
So Ibaka gives him more length, more defense, and an extra 3-point shooter out there on the floor. So they feel like they got better. And I will say that is a piece that's like they kind of like, I don't know. That is a good fit for what they trying to do. I will say, like, that's a good fit for what they want to do.
As far as the point about the Sixers in the West, I think they're if not top 2, then they definitely top 3. I don't even really know who the second team would be over the Sixers. Honestly, in the West, who would be the second team? Who's the second team in the West now?
Clippers.
Are they really?
Yeah, you got Clippers.
Like, I actually don't. I disagree.
Actually, the second team in the West right now, bro, is the Phoenix Suns, and then the Clippers.
You're talking record wise.
Now, and then the Clippers.
I can see them being up there, but if this is my point about if the Sixers were in the West,
I'm with you.
Sixers
They'd
be
top
better
3.
than them. Probably top 2. I mean, looking at the West, I mean, it's a lot. It's heavy all through there, but I think the Sixers are like top.
They are
5 definitely.
The only thing in the
top
West,
3 maybe in all NBA.
In the West, it's like you get less off games. I'll say that. And I know the Sixers just they like to bullshit around sometimes. I ain't saying they've been bullshitting this year because they've been having shit going on with the COVID thing and everything. And like, shit, who they fucking, the Cavs beat them by 25 or some shit like that. Like,
that was a dumbass.
It was a dumbass game.
Yeah.
But like, it's like little shit like that. In the West.
And Embiid was out that night.
He was. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta take that into consideration too. In the West, the ninth seed would be like the Memphis Grizzlies, who gonna play you tough as shit.
Without the Warriors is not as bad as we was fucking saying, and we both was saying that shit. They not as bad, bro.
They not.
And then because the only thing Steph had to do was just cook a couple of nights in a row, and that nigga was the Western Conference player of the week.
Now Steph getting triple teams. Then other niggas can get their rocks off.
The light skinned nigga with the damn hair.
Kelly Oubre.
And then fucking Wiggins came out the other night.
Now Oubre, them 3-pointers, his percentage is terrible this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They said
that shit always gonna be bad.
They said
that shit always gonna be bad.
It was crazy. It was like the Warriors would be like, it was a percentage they threw out there. It was like a huge margin, yo. It was like the Warriors would be like top 10 in the league in 3-point shooting if Kelly Oubre just didn't shoot a 3. Cause his shit dropped him from 10 to like 27 or some shit like that. Like, cause he was like 6'40" from the 3-point line or some shit like that. Yeah, like they said if he just stopped shooting 3s, they would be like top 10 in the league in 3-point percentage.
Damn, yo, I would hate to be the weak link.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to be the damn weak link.
And I like Kelly Oubre. He got game, but just stop shooting. If you 6'40", bro, stop shooting 3s.
But bro, you know what it is? They don't want him to stop shooting.
They don't. You absolutely right.
That's their system.
Move and shoot it.
Shoot, man.
So it makes sense.
I mean, possibilities like Kobe's used to say. The fucking percentages.
Play the percentages.
You gotta play the percentages, man. So, all right, you're doing bad, but what has been his percentage over time?
Over the years.
Because I don't think he would be in the Warriors uniform because they didn't trade for him.
No, that's for sure.
You know what I mean?
Kelly Oubre over the years, he's been a solid all around offensive player. So just this year, it's just like really bad for whatever. But eventually, I know he gonna pick it up.
And they was looking for him because remember, Clay was supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
when they got him. And a guy like him, if Clay is there, he's gonna have one-on-ones or mostly open joints.
Yeah.
So if he open, his percentage will definitely rise.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's being guarded, obviously. So
and I'll even say,
you know what I mean?
like, cause he's still getting looks when I watch the games and stuff, but they probably a little rushed and shit like that.
Where the Clippers were last year, the Sixers are in that space. Over Milwaukee, over the Celtics, over fucking Brooklyn now, the way I see it.
So you like the Sixers over Brooklyn right
now? The way I see it. I didn't see it this way at first. Early in the season, no, I didn't see it. I thought that the Brooklyn Nets had something. Man, they just put a whole big ass fucking hole in my
Even
shit.
before they did the trade.
I said that. I said that I thought that the Brooklyn Nets was like the number one team in the I was about to say NFC.
in the East.
In the East.
But I'm saying, how you felt 2 days ago? You still felt like that?
I still felt that way because motherfucking Kyrie being a dickhead. KD got COVID. He got COVID every other week. He be out and shit. And it's like, man, these niggas don't play no defense.
That's why when they
These
was
niggas ain't
playing
no
before,
defense.
And you still felt like Brooklyn was the number one team. You saying, or you
no?
saying,
Up to this past week and a half, I changed my mind.
Okay, that's what I was telling you.
At
But
first,
you peep game though, because you said something to me on Instagram like about the Nets when you posted them and shit. You was like, Cav told me like they couldn't play a lick of defense and shit.
I fucking thought they could.
Yeah, that's facts. Listen, and bro, they defense just got worse. Like since we talking about basketball and shit, and we talking about
Brooklyn
defense.
You fucking add James Harden, and you think you're better?
You take away, you add Harden,
take away LeVert, which ain't really crazy.
But you
with
take
the
away
defense.
Jared Allen, you take away Torian
took
Prince,
away David Allen and Torian Prince. I didn't even think about the Torian Prince side of things.
That's they
and the David Allen shit. God damn,
Jared Allen.
That nigga, he was a dickhead for giving him away.
Bro, I don't get it. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I know
for
Harden.
James Harden.
That's what, man.
And he ain't even going to Houston. You just gave him to fucking Cleveland or whoever, right?
Who LeVert or Jared Allen is going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And Torian Prince going to Cleveland. LeVert is going to
like
Indiana.
You basically gave away picks and two of your best players.
Well, they gave away for what? One of the best bench players in Torian Prince. They gave away their best defender in Jared Allen.
Right?
Then Woody out for the year. They gave away so we said Torian Prince off the bench. Jared Allen, their best defender. LeVert, they 6 man. He probably got 6 man of the year for real, because he coming out getting buckets. And then they gave away hella draft picks. They gave away a lot to get Harden. All I'm like, and people keep talking about like they top heavy for sure. But who the hell coming off their bench? Only thing I can think of is Lou Cabarro. I can't even say his name.
The Sixers ex-bum. We drafted the nigga. He's a bum.
And they got, Joe Harris, and they start, but like, who is coming off their bench?
Joe Harris is good, but Harris in the playoffs is going to get double teamed.
I ain't even going to say double team because he's a shooter. He's not like, he can play.
He put on the floor now.
He definitely can. He not just like a, Joe Harris remind me of like a JJ Redick type. Because JJ Redick could put it on the floor.
Well, you won't double team him if you got them 3 guys.
That's what I'm saying. You never going to double team Joe Harris, but you just going to put a certain nigga on him. Like you going to put niggas that's going to track the other guys, and then like with a Joe Harris, you just going to put one solid defender on him and just beat up on him.
That's true.
Like nobody trusts Joe Harris.
I didn't mean to say that.
Nobody trusts Joe Harris.
Definitely going to double team
to kill you. Like Joe Harris is going to get a couple open looks because of who he's playing with.
Double teaming Joe Harris is like double teaming Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
fuck you double teaming Ben Simmons for. I don't even care if he in the post against a nigga that's 6'3". Fuck you gonna double team. All he gonna do is that dumbass hook shot. Your bitch ass. Man, I'm sick of I'm back to them hating that nigga now, dog.
Yeah,
we got to do something with the Ben Simmons nigga.
Yeah, man.
Remember state property? We gotta do something with the Beans nigga. Yo, we gotta do something with the Ben Simmons nigga, dog. Seriously, man. I'm like, this light skin shit is starting to irk my nerves, man. Cause he light skin nigga, dog. You can't do this shit if you dark skin, man.
Oh man.
You can't. Joel Embiid, if he play bad for a week, they on his ass.
Hell, what?
They on his ass.
That's fat. He's out of shape and blah 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 and all this other shit. That's fat.
Come on, man.
That's
Come on,
fat.
man. I'm tired of this nigga, man. Like, even though I understand, but I'm just tired of this nigga's attitude. You can't have an attitude, bruh, and you're not pulling your weight. Don't give me the fact that you get 10 boards and you get 10 assists. Fuck that 10 boards and 10 assists, pussy. I need you to score 20. When our man Embiid is struggling with a triple team and everybody else missing fucking shots.
Yup.
Like, nigga, this is your moment.
Yup.
Score up. Give me a dub, please.
Yup.
Give me fucking 5 points, 6 points, 8 points.
What he gonna do? He gonna come up the court. He gonna come up the court, get in the half court, and he gonna say, "Here, Danny Green, you take it." Mind you, if you know basketball, that's not even Danny Green's game to be dribbling the basketball. But he gonna come up, "Here, Danny Green, you take it." Danny Green don't want to do shit but get a ball back. He wants you to spot him up to get a shot. Like, why are you passing Danny Green the ball in the half court set when ain't nothing been ran yet? You just say, "Here, Green, you take it." Why, nigga? You the ball handler. You call a fucking play. Put him in position. Nigga, you the biggest nigga handling the fucking rock. You the biggest nigga on the court other than Joel Embiid. Nigga, go get to the cup. Go post somebody up. Go blow by somebody. Like, and then set Danny Green up for the shot or Seth Curry. Like,
bro, you know what my prediction is? Just through watching the Sixers. It's really not hard to tell because of what we're actually witnessing right now. We're witnessing this young boy Maxey grow into a point guard as a rookie. And I believe that towards the end of the season, I believe that Ben Simmons if he is the starter at point guard, he won't finish at point guard. He might be pushed in the fourth quarter into that fourth man role, like the dunker position guy, where we gonna have on the floor at the end of the game. We're gonna have Embiid, possibly, and I say possibly, Ben Simmons at the 4. I'll say Tobias Harris. We're gonna have Steph. I say Steph.
Curry. And
I say Steph, and then Shake or Maxey, depending on who's playing the best. I don't see the playoffs is gonna be Maxey.
Yeah, it'll be more
but
Shake.
Shake or Maxey in the season. That's like I see Danny Green unless we need threes and
DG
like
gotta be out there.
Spread out.
DG gotta be out there.
Who you said DJ?
Damn, but somebody gotta go. Shake might gotta go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why. Bro.
As far as point guard, you got Maxey or Shake. Ben is not gonna be playing now. Maybe if you gonna put Ben to the bench.
Like, oh my goodness, and that's what makes it fucked up. Cause I ain't even think like about this, but this conversation just makes it fucked up. Cause it's like you want to have Ben Simmons out there.
We're gonna need him.
Just on the straight, you just want him out there for defense. But then it's like offense, he's a fucking liability at times.
That's the biggest point of the conversation.
Like, at least you know Shake can get you a bucket.
We will
Shake
get you
hit
buckets.
an open shot. Shake
And young Maxey will get you buckets.
So will Maxey. So will Danny Green.
So with Danny Green, I mean, if he on that night.
Danny Green hit 9 threes yesterday.
Yeah,
the night before, he was like 0 for 9 or
he
something.
was on that night. That's,
Nigga,
nigga, you know shit.
Yeah, we know. Listen, we know. Danny Green, he hit or miss. When he hitting,
Yo,
that nigga hitting.
this is definitely a hit or miss league with that nigga.
Yeah. Because it'd be nights I'd be like, Danny Green can't shoot a gun. And then it'd be nights where I be talking shit. Listen, Ant texted me tonight. He was bricking, and we literally, Ant texted me because I always say somebody can't shoot a gun. Ant texted me like, yo, Cat, Ant Danny Green can't shoot a gun with all the laughing emojis and shit. I said, this nigga trying to build a house throwing up all them bricks. Next night, that nigga come back and drop 9 threes.
But
So.
but take him away, we would have got rocked.
That's all I'm
We
saying.
would have got rocked, dog, because Ben Simmons had 5 fucking points.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It's like,
5
bro,
fucking
I'm
points.
keeping it real. Listen, if we gonna get
10 shots. I'm sorry.
no, talk
10
this out,
shots, 5 points.
bro.
Like 1 for 5 free throws.
Bro, And all I'm saying is, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. If it's crunch time and a nigga's a liability, right? You take that nigga off the court. Cause listen, the same way Ben Simmons can play defense, Danny Green can play defense. Not as good, cause he's not as athletic, but Danny Green can defend a lot of positions on the floor. And he's a smart defender. And he's crafty and he's savvy.
Listen.
So if Danny Green hitting and Shake Milton balling, and Ben Simmons is a fucking liability, he ain't doing shit. I'm sorry, he got to sit that fourth quarter. And Tobias Harris clicking and Ben Simmons clicking, like them guys, and Seth Curry clicking. Ben Simmons, you got to sit down in the fourth quarter because you a liability. And if we need scoring, you a liability. You got to sit.
Right now, because of the situation that we in, with the pandemic and all these players is out, and these lineups that Doc got to use, you think Doc ain't understanding that some of these young guys, at least in the season, playoffs, you never know, Daryl Morey might make a move in that time. Because remember, they ain't even come out with our next half schedule yet.
Half of the schedule, right.
So a lot of shit might change. But as far as right now, the way Doc is doing it, well, the way he got to do it is he playing everybody. Like, all these young cats getting money. Get money. Maxey out here getting money. The nigga, Joe, what's the nigga name? Joe, the rookie, new rookie ball, second round ball. He got a 3-point shot. Like he out here cooking up on some open shit. Like, damn, this little nigga, Joe something, second rounder. He getting money. This white boy Mathis or some shit. He hit a damn near game winner last night. Like, these guys are out here getting money, man. And so the thing is, I'm saying, well, if Ben Simmons is not giving us offense, like you're just saying, my point is, he can be benched. Mm-hmm. Because these guys, it ain't like them guys that we had last year where they wasn't scoring no ball. Like, only one guy that we got was scoring. The nigga that's with the Knicks now.
I know you're talking about.
Them two guys we got from Golden State.
Yeah,
Robinson,
I like him
Robinson
too.
Jr., he wasn't scoring shit.
And the guard, though. I can't think his name, but
these rookies is fucking scoring. Like, they scoring. And it's like, yo, these niggas is really scoring. Like, the second rounder. Like, he putting the ball up with no conscience. He just shooting it, bro. Isaiah, I think his name is Isaiah Love or some shit. I forgot his name, but Isaiah some shit. I'm going to find his name out because he's going to be a good player, I think, man. But the thing is with him, he shoots the ball.
That's all.
He shoots the ball. And if you shoot the ball,
Isaiah Joe,
young boy shoots the ball, and he's hitting at a good percentage right now. You know what I mean? He ain't getting a whole lot of minutes and all that, but he's shooting.
He productive in him.
And he's doing more than Ben Simmons on the offensive end. Last night's game, period, just showed us. Ben Simmons in 32 fucking minutes had 5 points. He shot the ball 8 times. The nigga had about 12 assists, or about 10, 12 rebounds, like,
No, man, we tired. We tired of that shit. Like, no, fuck that. We tired of that.
But he shot the ball 8 times in 32 fucking minutes. And then he fouled out. He didn't even play great defense. He fouled out. And the game with the overtime, he missed the whole overtime.
We tired of that shit. And speaking of 5 points, we're going to transition. Speaking of 5 points and shit like that, I got a comparison for y'all. Paul George or Devin Booker. Since we talking about 5 points.
You know what I mean. You know what I feel.
Who you like? Who you taking?
Fuck.
If you had a draft today, who you taking?
Fuck
Paul,
George
Paul. Paul George or Devin Booker?
Fuck Pandemic Paul.
Pandemic P. What do you call it?
Pandemic,
way off P.
Way off P. Pandemic Paul. Pandemic P.
Chill. He playing. Chill. He chill. He like fourth in the MVP race right now.
That part makes no sense. Only because okay, you say Embiid I can understand because his numbers is
You
like
got Embiid.
destroying.
So they got Brown
You
1.
say Brian
They
because
got Luka
he
2.
destroying.
Which I feel like Embiid should be over Luka, but I guess because Luka play every game. So they got
Luka
Embiid.
numbers is not even as good. Like how they put Luka up there?
I feel like they just want Luka to be the MVP so bad. That's my opinion because I feel like
Yeah,
Embiid is over.
politics.
But you see how before the season started, all off season, yeah, the favorite for the MVP is going to be Luka. They just love Luka.
Yeah, it's politics.
Like, real rap. So they got LeBron 1, Luka 2, Embiid 3, Paul George 4, Steph 5. That's how they got it.
But
Right
Paul
now.
George and them, what's their record?
They got a winning
are
record.
They 500.
No, they passed 500. They got a winning record, bro. They probably lost like
So
3
they
games,
like third in
4
the East
games.
and
They
third in
like-
the West.
They might be second now because they just won tonight, I think, and Phoenix lost yesterday, so they might be second in the West.
They lost some bullshit games this year. Now, I didn't see them losing some games.
They actually they lost more than I said 2. They lost more than 2. They might second or third, bro. They might be tied with Phoenix right now for that second, third spot.
So you saying Booker versus Pandemic P? I'm going Booker. You talking this year or career?
It's just a comparison, so I guess we can. This year is this. We can more so say career because it's a comparison. So let's do like a.
I mean, you can't really because
because Paul George had a longer
Paul
career.
George had a longer career.
So let's not say career. Let's fuck it. Let's say if you had to draft. If you was a general manager,
is right now.
as is right now. If everybody get a draft, and your first pick is either Booker or PJ,
shit. Man, fuck that nigga Pandemic P. I'm going directly straight to the light skinned nigga. Light skinned niggas is winning in this NBA, except for LeBron. Well, except Ben. Except Ben because he the only light skinned nigga losing. Him and Alonzo Ball.
Damn, Zo. Goddamn, Zo. LaMelo they shitted on Zo. Ain't that some
Got
shit?
rid of him. Melo done took over, man. All the
LaMelo.
balls.
They call. Hey, listen. We not finna call him Melo. You know what I'm saying? Listen. First y'all try to steal him with the Melo. Then that nigga see the nigga LaMelo Ball hit a 3. He doing this. You can't do that,
He
bro.
done stole the nigga
That's
shit.
Carmelo shit.
Oh.
You love Melo, not Melo is Melo. You love Melo.
Yeah, I ain't see that. I missed
We
that.
love you, LaMelo. I
definitely
fucks
missed
with
that.
you. But you gotta
Hey.
chill. You ain't
Hey.
Melo, nigga.
Hey.
You love Melo.
Listen, he probably, he probably
No,
more,
Melo ain't getting.
he got more followers than Carmelo.
No, you know what? He just might. He just might. These young niggas.
The
love
niggas
him.
don't know what Melo used to do last year.
He just might. You ain't never lie.
Melo was doing this shit last year.
You ain't never lie.
They said, hey, go ahead, take that shit. He wasn't doing it better than you.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it.
That's crazy.
Say less.
No,
But-
dog. Honestly, for me, it's really no comparison for me
So it's Booker
because
easy.
I'm going Booker because I see more of an upside potential for Booker. I see his jump shot is more wetter than Pandemic P. Now again, we don't know what
His
what,
killer mentality. Yeah.
Now, yes,
Clutch buckets. Yeah.
as this, the only thing I can say is at least
Defense.
he had defense. I can say two things: defense, and he actually played a lot of playoff games
Facts.
against top flight matchups.
Against
so,
LeBron most years. in
so
the East.
and he held his own
He
for the
held his
most
own,
part,
bro.
So I don't know. We don't know what Booker is
'Cause
yet
he
in
ain't
the
been in the
playoffs. He
playoffs.
ain't been there, so we will see this year.
So that's why.
So just for me, on the strength of the nigga light skin
Light skinned niggas winning.
and the nigga playoff Pandemic P, he choked last year. He hitting sides of the backboard when he down by. Man, go ahead, man. So that nigga Pandemic P, fuck him and Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. The Toronto Raptors.
Toronto Raptors. Fuck all them niggas, man. How big say? Fuck all them hoes.
Yo, look. Listen, man, even though it's like that, right? I still gotta go George. Yo, I gotta go Paul George, man. I gotta go Paul George, bro.
Said Pandemic P, dog. Don't try to fix it up.
I got, cause you kept saying that shit.
Gotta go pandemic P.
I gotta go pandemic P. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I got to listen, cause
This shit coming through my nose.
because he fourth in the he fourth in the league right now in the MVP, right?
It's a pandemic season.
Yeah, it is, man. It's damn near
That's
like
why
a bubble.
he fourth in the league.
And I don't know. I just still like. I think Devin Booker.
Devin George.
Devin Booker is more clutch.
Another light skinned nigga.
Right. Light skin, pretty
Green
nigga.
eyes
Pretty
ass
eyes ass nigga. Pretty ass nigga.
Sheesh.
But Devin Booker is more clutch. That's facts to me. But I feel like Paul George, man, he could score the rock, man. I like his body size, like that pause, like as a basketball player, you know what I'm saying, on the court. Like I like just his fit, his, you know what I'm saying? He could defend a lot of positions that, like, his defense is overall better than Devin Booker's. Like,
He can't slow
hands
LeBron down.
He could do better than Booker can.
Booker light skinned. Nobody looking at him.
That's what I'm saying.
Face.
Yeah, that's.
But
facts.
I do got a better question though, because we know Booker can't slow nobody dark skin down. We know that. Can Booker actually be a somewhat what's the nigga name? Klay Thompson. Like, can he reach a level? Maybe not the greatest shooter or whatever, but can he reach somewhat of a level of Klay Thompson? Like, maybe Klay Thompson is the MJ of the light-skinned shooting niggas. But can he be the Kobe of the light-skinned shooting niggas?
Yeah, the light-skinned niggas. Devin, hey, look.
You know what I mean?
Poll question, y'all. Can Devin Booker be the Kobe Bryant of light-skinned niggas?
Not the MJ. That's Klay.
The Kobe of light-skinned niggas. That's the poll question for y'all.
Ding, ding, ding. Got one.
That's the poll. We gonna put that
On
on
the next
Instagram.
episode, we want y'all to give us that answer.
Bro, that's going on the gram, bro.
Got to go.
For sure. That's going on the gram. Fucking Kobe Bryant of light-skinned niggas.
Yeah.
That's going on
I
there.
think he can. I
No.
think he can.
Honestly, though, I think, listen, man, Devin Booker is a bucket. Like, when he get rolling, he unstoppable. But I don't know, bro. It's just something, bro, that just
Missing.
something missing, bro.
Probably because we ain't seen him in the playoffs yet.
Exactly.
We ain't seen him in there yet.
And that's where I feel like I gotta see it to really believe it. Like, cause it's just something missing. I seen him hit a lot of game winners. But listen, man, you could be great on a bad team. We watch plenty niggas. I'm gonna just give you an example. Kyle Kuzma, his rookie year, he was great on a horrible Lakers team. Yeah, he was great. And now you watch Kyle Kuzma now play with the championship Los Angeles Lakers, and that nigga look lost.
I mean,
He looked lost and nervous most times.
You know what happens, man. It's the Chris Bosh effect. Like, he the third wheel. Like,
Yeah, but then
not even third wheel.
he
like
not.
fourth or fifth.
Because Schroeder better than him by a long shot. But that's all I'm saying. Like, niggas could be great on terrible teams. Like, I feel like Phoenix is good now. But let's be real, man. That's Chris Paul. Chris Paul got that effect where he changes the culture everywhere he goes. He brings a winning culture. Like, that's just effect that Chris Paul has. Like they always, I don't know, like they be like selling Chris Paul short as far as like point guards in this league, because he been consistent since day one, and he always brings a winning culture and a mentality about him where it's like you gonna respect the team, his team. He gonna make sure you respect his team. Just like with OKC, I bet you OKC don't make the playoffs this year.
Gary Payton.
Only nigga left was Chris Paul,
Did
but
we
I
have
bet
that?
you. Yep.
It was Gary Payton.
No,
Chris
we had
Paul?
GP and yeah.
Cause they demand the floor and shit.
That's exactly what we had. Yeah. We gonna hit that one day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Woo.
Cause they the same type of players, bro.
And I told you that story where it was a podcast or something that I was watching, and it was talking to GP. No. They was talking to somebody, and they was talking about GP, and they was saying how GP, this nigga was talking to the ref, and he was talking to the nigga that was guarding. He's setting up the play. He went over there. He went over there. Yeah. Hey, ref, watch his hands.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Kevin Garnett. It was Kevin Garnett was on the
KG got the best stories.
KG was on the Up in Smoke.
Okay, All the Smoke podcast.
All the Smoke podcast.
KG be having the best stories, yo.
KG sitting up there. Hey, watch his hands. Hey, sit down, coach. Watch this play. Hey, crowd, watch this.
Talking to everybody.
I'm gonna bust your ass in a second.
His hand in on everything.
Everything. He was controlling the whole floor. And then I heard a story about Chris Paul doing the same shit.
Yeah. CP control, all that shit. I love it. Like, so the point I was making, so it was GP and Booker. So like my pick was still not GP, Paul George. My pick was still Paul George because I have seen, even though these last few years, it's been downhill for Paul George as far as playoff play. But I have seen Paul George with the Indiana Pacers be the number one guy going up against those Miami Heat teams, and Paul George was coming to play, dog. And they was going 6-7 and shit like that, and Paul George was playing every night, like no choke shit.
Do you believe that Paul George now is in his prime, like right now?
No.
Is he past his prime?
I feel like Paul George was in his prime with Indiana. I feel like Paul George is like, he's developed as a player. Like, I feel like he's at his peak.
He's at his ceiling.
I feel like he at his peak.
So this is be his prime. Once you reach your ceiling, that's your prime,
I
right?
mean, kinda, but I
like,
guess you say that.
No better.
It's not getting no better. But I feel like prime years is when you like your best self. Like you.
That's Paul George, right?
But I don't think he's his best self right now. I think he's really great.
Good.
But I feel like he was his best self in Indiana. His last years in Indiana going up against Miami.
Coming down off his
I feel like he's coming, but he's still in the top in the MVP race and shit like that. He just one of the best niggas in the league. He a top 10 nigga in the league. Like,
that's just
easy.
This because his money said. Do you really believe that?
No, I don't even believe money. I'm saying when I watch him, like regular season, like he can score on anybody, bro. Like he can. That's why it fucks me up in the playoffs. Like that's how I know it's a mental thing because I watch him do it all regular season, bro. The last like 3-4 years, he's been a top MVP caliber nigga. He been top 5 MVP nigga and shit like that. Like the last 3 years. Like regular season, he just do it. He can score whenever he want. He could defend your best wing player, your guards. He do all that shit. He get buckets whenever he want. His 3-point percentage is crazy. Like he could get to the cup, lay you up. He could put it on the floor. He could do everything on the floor, bro. But it's just a playoff thing lately where it's just like he just shrink.
It's a lot of players that could do a lot of things in the regular season, right? It's a lot of players. Lou Williams is one. Lou Williams can do a lot of offensive things.
But Lou ain't Paul George.
But he's still like the professional scorer.
Yeah, but he ain't Paul George.
But he can hit shots over anybody.
But he ain't Paul George.
Okay. Paul George ain't Kawhi Leonard.
He not.
Paul George ain't LeBron.
He not.
Paul George ain't Luka.
He not Luka.
We can
right.
keep going. Like,
no, that's the
Paul
point.
George is for me. He is not
for
the
sure
MVP type nigga.
But he in the top 5 every year in MVP race. Booker not in that.
Booker can be in that.
When?
Because
he ain't in it this year, and they got a top record.
Here's something that Paul George had. Right? Paul George had at least the last 2 years. He played with top notch players.
You mean this year and last year?
This year and the last 3 years. He played with Westbrook, right? And he had his best statistical He had his best statistical year of his career with Westbrook.
He did.
And then the next year, he had
Kawhi,
and then now he got Kawhi again. And so it basically takes the pressure off.
But what I'm saying, in Indiana, he didn't have Kawhi or Russell.
But he wasn't the top-notch guy in them years. He just was a very good player.
But you see him in the playoffs?
in the playoffs against
They was
LeBron,
going to
he
the
was
Eastern
playing-
Conference Finals.
He was playing LeBron
Every year.
tough. He was playing,
And they was going
who
7.
was actually guarding him? Was it LeBron all the time, or was they
It was
switching up?
Battier, LeBron,
That's what I'm
Wade.
saying. I mean, it was.
I watch him get.
shit going
I watch
on.
him dunk on LeBron and shit like that. Like Bron to tell you.
So
Bron to
at
tell you.
that time,
That's why I said that.
He
That's why
was
when you
great.
asked me prime, that's why I said that was his prime years to me. That's why I said that when you asked me that question.
he was great then, but
I just feel like he was just a dog then. Like I just feel like it was no
see it.
pressure on him then.
I don't
But I
see
feel
it
like
now.
these years go by in the NBA and like the media starts creating these narratives like, okay, it's your time to win, and they start put the plot of extra pressure, and then that pressure busts pipes. I feel like that pressure busts his pipes. In them earlier years, he was just like he had shit to lose. It was like I'm Paul. Watch this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And what makes
That's
the
why I
MVP
said it was his prime.
What adds to an MVP? A nigga's heart.
Not-
a nigga not falling to
Pressure
the
not
pressure.
busting them pipes.
So
Diamonds.
he can never be an MVP.
I'm not
because
saying-
I'm not saying that
No,
you
no, for
saying
sure,
it,
yeah.
but I'm saying the
Yeah.
narrative is he having an MVP year, and I'm saying
He had it the last 3 years, bro. He had an MVP year. Like he been in the top 5 regular season shit though, bro.
he wasn't never past Brown, and Brown was like second and third
No,
in
no.
the MVP
No.
race.
Look,
Remember
the
Westbrook,
year Brown got
Harden,
hurt, the year-
Westbrook Harden, right?
The year Brown got hurt,
That was 2 years ago.
he was third at the end of the
Westbrook,
season.
what was Westbrook and Harden?
Westbrook
1 and
wasn't
2,
in
right?
because they sucked. Harden, Giannis
Westbrook,
won
Westbrook had the triple doubles in them years.
it. Like Giannis won it. Westbrook won it the 1 year. Westbrook was probably in the top 5, but trust me, bro,
He should have been because he had the triple doubles 2 years.
he
in a
had
row.
it like 3 years in a row.
Which it should have put him in there.
But 2 seasons ago, the year Paul George, when Westbrook handed the keys to Paul George basically, and when Dame sent them home on that damn near half court shot, bye. That year, Paul George ended the season third in the MVP race and shit. That was the same year Bron had the groin injury his first year with the Lakers. Paul George
See,
was third in the MVP race at the end of that year.
I would grade.
Right
them
now
niggas
he's
on a curve.
fourth in
They
the
don't want me
NBA.
to grade niggas. I'm a dickhead one with the grading. Cause see, one thing, I'm about what you show me lately type nigga.
You're a prisoner of the moment.
Yeah. What you got for me this past week? What you do for me this past playoffs? Nigga, playoff P was ass and trash. And his nigga Kawhi Leonard. Fuck him too. Like, them niggas is trash, bro. They fucked up a moment where we could have got LeBron ass out of here.
no, they did.
They fucked up the moment.
Go
My
James,
Sixers ain't fucking up the moment.
He probably won't.
Up
'cause
next,
he's
y'all.
active.
Up next, y'all. Next episode, we gonna have that discussion.
Next episode.
You
y'all.
already know.
Truth is True podcast. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
The truth, every time we step in the booth. The truth, every word living proof. The truth, deep down in Kevy Kev. The truth, y'all know how we do, man.